Hello everyone. We're going to be talking today about switching eggs and switching young. What brought this video to mind was a comment or a question from Johnny Boy. He wanted to know if he could put a hatching egg under a pair of birds and if they would breed it while they were sitting on eggs. And I answered him, yes, should be no problem. I've done that many times. But there are many other situations you can take advantage of. Let's, for example, say you got a pair of pumpers and a particular pair of breeders that you really want the young ones from, and you would like to get an extra set or two. One of the things you can do is naturally just switch the eggs under the pair of pumpers if it's timed right. You know, just they lay them about the same time and you switch the eggs. The pumpers will probably breed them. But there's often times when your breeders lay eggs and your pumpers haven't. And it could be about maybe 2 weeks that they're sitting on eggs, 14 days. And then the pumpers lay eggs and them young ones are going to hatch in 18, 19 days. So now you got, the result of that could be your breeders have hatching eggs and your pumpers are sitting on 6, 7, 8-day eggs. What do? You really want to get that extra pair of young ones. What you can do is let them 2 young ones hatch. And when they're about 2 or 3 days old, switch them underneath the pumpers. Now you got to watch carefully. You got to keep an eye out. You got to make sure that they feed them. 99% of the time, they will feed them. You keep a careful eye out. They continue to feed them. Then you could remove the pumpers' eggs. So you cut off a little bit of time for your second set of eggs out of your pair of breeders. You can do this even if they're only sitting on eggs 5 days, 6 days. But I would wait until the youngsters get a little bigger, 3, 4 days, and then switch them. They'll probably feed them. Well, that's just a good way to get a couple of extra young ones out of a particular pair. Other situations will arrive. In Johnny Boy's case, he lost the cock. See, he wanted to put that hatching youngster under a pair of birds. This often happens. I have often had a pair sitting on eggs while I was racing, and I lost the cock. So what do? I got a hen sitting on eggs. Well, I go around the loft and I look for a small youngster, a day or 2 old, and I put it under the hen. And I watch, and if she feeds that baby, you're in, because you got a very good mother feeding a youngster with no cock. and she's going to take on all that responsibility. You normally get a very good race result out of that particular hen. So you could fool around with your eggs and your young, get extra ones, and do all kinds of crazy things. Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. Subscribe. Check the channel. There's other very good videos. And thank you for watching.